Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to my presentations. My name is DURSUN Akaslan. I am an associate professor in Harran University. I'm currently working in the Department of Software Engineering. And my friend, Associate Professor Mustafa Ulukavak, also he is working in the Department of Geometrics Engineering. Our presentation title is Using Photogrammetry for Modeling Realistic Characters in Virtual Reality. Photogrammetry is described as the science of obtaining, measuring, and interpreting reliable information about the properties of surfaces and objects without physical contact. In this study, we focus on the properties of the human objects. Photogrammetry provides a cost-effective, fast, and effortless alternative to establish 3D imaging and is also used in many areas such as archaeological artifacts and the game world. In this study, we are planning to take the properties of a real human and convert to the 3D virtual teacher by using the photogrammetry method. The purpose of study is to model and texture a human body, a full human body with photogrammetry for the use of realistic characters in virtual reality. By merging the modeling and texturing together, we can create characters and avatars in virtual reality. We follow 5 stages for implementing realistic 3D models. First of all, settings, and then photographing, and then constructing, and then cleaning, and then utilizing. Let me explain these stages in detail. First of all, we need an environment. An environment is established to have sharp images without motion blur or without depth blur by ensuring that there is no change in the setting of lighting and in the position of objects from the perspective of cameras. You see a figure in the slide. As you see, we position a human, a real human, in the center of the circle, and the human has no change in his position. And then we start taking camera and moving the camera 6 degrees around the circles and take photos. This is the environment we need, but without highly, we can say, if the lighting is so changing or 3D virtual models is not perfect. The second stage, after setting the environments, we take photos, but we take the photos of the human body from the circle uh, perspectives. We focus on the top, middle, and bottom of the objects. First of all, we start the middle of the objects, and we take the photos of the human body from different angles by turning the circle, and then we focus on the bottom, and then we focus on the top. In this study, because we focus on the human body, we take the photo of legs, and photo of bodies, and photo of faces. Nearly we need 100 images for each stages. That means nearly we take 300 images from the perspective of cameras. After obtaining the sufficient images from top, bottom, and middle of the human body, we use that to implement a mesh. We use an open source 3D construction software. It is called Mushroom. It is open source. You can freely download. Based on a photogrammetric computer vision framework, we use to obtain a 3D model from multiple images. We can add many multiple images to the work area, and then we will start constructing the models, and we take the position of the each cameras, and then we create the mesh as you see on the screen. But when we take the create the construct mesh by using the mesh room, we take all the objects. For example, because a human object is just located in the building, and there are many photographs from different perspectives. We take the doors or grounds or anything, but we need to clean them. We use Blender. It is a free and open source 3D creation software. We use it to clean up and animate 3D objects. In this study, we just clean the old objects around the human body, because we need the human body just as it is, because we don't need anything extra around him. That's why we clean the doors, grounds, anything. Finally, we can use the object we use as JavaScript library 3GS. We can use it to play and animate the human body for the games or virtual reality based on the purpose of the study. And here, can you see, we just upload the 3D models. In this, there's a monkey as a sample. For example, we take all the nodes and materials of the human body, and then we control the nodes, and also we can change the materials to give different color. For example, we can use the geometry of some people, but we can replace the material of that geometry with this different people. Our study revealed that photogrammetry might be used to construct realistic 3D characters in a cost-effective and fast way for the use in virtual reality. Instead of using a 3D model like this, you can download from Adobe, we use a real people, for example, to create a realistic games. For example, this is the result. Let me play it. For example, this is the object. We obtain it by using the photogrammetry, but it is not clean because we take the photos of the human body from top, middle, and bottom, as you see. Also, we take the photos of the object around the human body, like the walls and background, extra. But that's after this, obtaining this mesh, we clean all the surrounded objects. Finally, we obtain this object. And after that, we can use this in any projects like a game project or virtual reality. We can use it as a character instead of using not natural 3D character, because this is just designed by artist, but it is not realistic. But this is a realistic. Thank you very much for watching the video. If you have any question, please don't hesitate and send me an email.